Hello, I'm Secretary of State Kris Warner, and I serve as the Chief Business Officer for the state of West Virginia. Part of my responsibility is to make sure that West Virginia is positioned to help create a strong pro-business environment to help grow our state's economy. To do that, my office is working to promote the services and programs available throughout the state to help support entrepreneurs and small business owners. This is part of a video series we call Just 3 Questions. These videos are a series of short interviews that I'll conduct with West Virginia business leaders and entrepreneurs. Joining me today for Just 3 Questions is Delegate Roger Hanshaw. The Delegates district consists of Calhoun County, part of Gilmer County, and Clay County, where he resides with his wife and family. I love how the people of his district just refer to him as Roger. He's their delegate in the House of Delegates, and they have no problem just calling him Roger. But to the rest of us, under the Capitol Dome and around the great state of West Virginia, he's either Mr. Speaker or Speaker Hanshaw. He is the third-ranking constitutional officer in the state of West Virginia and second in line of succession to the office of governor. Speaker Hanshaw, thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me. I like Roger better, Mr. Secretary, so whatever you're comfortable with.
I know that you do, Mr. Speaker. You recently wrapped up a very busy 60-day legislative session. I got to tell you, I really enjoyed the last 2 hours of the session and just watching you with your parliamentary procedure and handling that entire body in the way that you did was fun to watch.
Thank you.
Did it from TV in Barber County. Let's begin by discussing the newly established West Virginia Small Business Growth Act. Would you explain how this program will enhance our local economies and help provide financial support for small businesses?
I'd love to. This was Senate Bill 1 this year, so we had a companion bill that was also introduced in the House, but this is one of the things that we're proudest of this year because of all the economic development things that we've done to recruit business to West Virginia over the past decade, and we're proud of many of those. This is the first major initiative passed by this legislature and signed by the governor that is exclusively about West Virginia businesses. So the Small Business Growth Act provides a pool of capital that is required to be invested in West Virginia businesses as either debt or equity for West Virginia family businesses, West Virginia employers that are looking to grow and scale and expand here. We like to recruit from abroad. We like to recruit from outside our state, but Kris, growing our local businesses and helping the communities that are already here expand and grow and provide new employment opportunities is really a special thing. I'm really proud of this bill. So we're looking for it to be rolled out by the Department of Commerce later this year. And when it does, we're expecting with great fanfare, all 134 delegates and senators to be pushing out information into their local communities so that small businesses and small business owners around West Virginia that are thinking about expanding, that might need some additional capital, that might need an equity partner, that might need some debt financing that they can't get from their local community bank, can access this program. And we're really proud of this.
You know, it answers the question that we always heard at the West Virginia Economic Development Authority. And that is, what are you going to do for us that have already been here? We've been paying our taxes for years.
That's right.
It answers that.
And you have firsthand experience as a part of that. You helped us sell West Virginia for all those years. You're still helping us sell West Virginia now in a different capacity. But you saw firsthand that sometimes there are local West Virginia homegrown businesses that just need a little help, just need a little push. And that's the West Virginia Small Business Growth Act.
That's great to know. You outlined a legislative agenda focused on job creation and economic development for the 2026 legislative session. So what are some new incentives for West Virginia businesses to invest in job training?
Yeah, we're proud of this too. So we called our agenda this year in the House of Delegates our Jobs First, Opportunity Everywhere agenda. And we styled it that way because of all the things that we as conservatives want to accomplish in West Virginia. We know that so many of them are best achieved by just putting West Virginians on a good payroll. When you give a West Virginian a good job, she or he makes the right decisions for their family. So that's why we called it Jobs First, Opportunity Everywhere. And among the things that we're proud of in that agenda was one of the things we call Recharge West Virginia. And that's about job skilling. It's about upskilling employee opportunities across our state and giving employers an opportunity to grow their workforce from a technical perspective. So the way the program works is that an employer who puts his or her employee through a training program that might involve getting a certification from some third party or learning a new technique at a trade school or in some way getting additional training and skills that results in that employee's salary increasing by 25 or more percent. The employer gets the cost of that covered up to $100,000 a year.
Wow.
So we call that Recharge West Virginia. We intend for it to be beneficial to both the worker and the employer, and we're really proud of that as a part of our Jobs First Opportunity Everywhere agenda. We were also really excited about our Teams West Virginia bill this year, House Bill 4001. We have some more work to do working with our colleagues on that bill over the course of the upcoming year. That'll be one of the bills that's back again in 2027.
I hope it's the first on the list.
We do too.
Question number 3, childcare is an economic development issue. Access to affordable childcare is a critical issue for thousands of West Virginia families who are left out of the workforce to stay at home to care for their children. So what legislation was passed in this session to assist families and providers?
Yeah, one of the things that the business community has told us consistently is that they're hungry for opportunities for workers that need childcare to get that opportunity and get back in the workforce. Over the course of the past year, one of the things that we're really proud of is that we've been piloting in an 8-county area a tri-share program that involves a contribution by the employer, by the employee, and from in this case a source of grant funding that reduces the cost of childcare for the employee by 2/3, because now the employee is only paying 1/3 of that overall cost. It's valuable to the employer, the business, to the tune of 1/3 of that overall cost. So between the employer and the employee, they're covering 2/3 of that cost. And the vendor, the actual child care provider, is gaining because they have a guaranteed stream of revenue coming from the families who are getting access to that program. We took that program statewide this year. So beginning with the budget cycle that we just signed into law a few days ago now, Governor Morrissey signed into law the budget bill, which contained within it appropriations to take that program statewide. So we're excited about that. We're excited about that service being available now in all 55 counties of West Virginia. We're going to be actively recruiting more child care providers to step up and offer that, make their services available to the employers and the employees, knowing now that there's a way to take it statewide.
It should help bring teachers into the classroom.
We certainly hope so. Teachers to the classroom, workers to small businesses across the rural parts of West Virginia, workers to the large businesses of West Virginia. It benefits every worker and every employer.
That's great. Mr. Speaker, thanks for joining us. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.